Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the 3-part series for the Pantry Makeover. In this part, we're going to be tackling lights and shelf extensions. So let's head over and start this project. Let's go. Ay, qué trabajo. So let's get right into the work. Let's go. This is how the pantry looked originally. The shelves were made with material that was 14.5 inches in depth, which should have been enough for food storage. But in this case, we needed deeper shelves. Things were not being stored neatly, and we had started to pile up items on top of each other and just placing things wherever we could find a spot. Luckily, I had left the supports longer just in case I needed to make changes. And I also decided I was only going to extend the 2 middle shelves, and I'll tell you why later on. It was time to start taking everything out to be able to work freely and measure how much more material I needed to add and get it cut. I ended up leaving the final depth to 23 inches, so I only had to cut 8.5 inch strips to get it to my desired depth. In one of my many trips to the home department store, I found a melamine board that was in the discount pile, and even though it was badly damaged in the middle, it was almost at a 75% discount, and I knew I could patch it up and use it for several projects, this being one of them. I actually marked the discounted material with a fluorescent paint. This one was a bright purple, so I started to lift the paint that was thick with a razor and then tried alcohol, but that was a bust, so then I went to get a nail polish remover, and together with a razor I got all the paint out. Very satisfying to get rid of that. Just look at that. I then proceeded to prepare the Bondo to patch up the terribly broken up piece, but from the beginning I saw the Bondo was too dry. I think it was left open, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but make sure you close your Bondo nice and tight so you don't waste material and have to buy things again. Lesson learned. And I tried using it, but it was too dry, it dried up too fast, so I had to scrap it. I decided to take a break from that because I was getting nowhere. Does this happen to you? Let me know in the comments. So I started measuring the board to cut the shelf extensions. Then I remember I had this wood epoxy material, so I mixed up a batch to cover the hole and the corner. And it's super easy to use, just use equal parts and let it dry. Okay guys, I'm trying to get the shelf out, but apparently I've done such a good job that it's not coming out. So I had caulked all around so that you couldn't see any seams. That really works, and it really has the shelf glued and puts it in place. Here I already was able to get it out a little bit, but this side won't budge, so I'm gonna do a lot of work trying to get it out. It did take me a little while to take those shelves off. They were really secured, but I eventually did it, and then I just got to cleaning the caulk there, and then I moved the shelf forward and I put the extension towards the back. And it was a little tricky to get them in there, but I made it happen. Playing with the angles works every time. You just have to be patient. As I mentioned before, the extension part is towards the back, and that's gonna minimize the visibility of it because the seam is gonna be a little bit further back. And then I'm gonna do some caulking as well, and I secured everything again with screws. I cut the trim there too much, so what I did is I just put the pieces back there with some caulking, and it's all fixed now. I also applied caulking all over the rest of the seams. That way you won't notice there's an extension in the shelves. By the way, I also did a pass of caulking underneath the shelves so that you won't see them if you're looking up. If you're doing a pantry makeover, let me know if these ideas are helping you. Now let's move on to the lights. These are the lights that I'm using. I actually bought them a year ago, but they're still really good. And they do come with their instructions manual. And they come with an extra battery. That was really cool. And they also come with some clips so that you can attach with some screws so you can attach it if you need to on the wall. But I think the tape that it has right here should be enough. I'm gonna be sure to link them in the description below. and that way you can check them out. Here's the easiest installation you'll ever do. I want to put my remote control somewhere where it's not gonna get lost. So what I'm gonna do is get some Velcro and use it to attach it to the wall. And all you have to do is peel it off and you're gonna attach it to the wall. Here, I've already done that. Then you grab the soft part and also peel it off, and you're gonna put it behind your object. In this case, my remote. I already done this here, so all you have to do now is put it where you want it, and it's done. I just wanted to show you here where the plug is with the outlet for the LED lights. I had the outlet installed here, right in the middle of the top of the frame of my door. And so all you have to do here is, it's all gonna be hidden. Plug it here. You have a little twisty tie for your extra cable here because you don't need that much. And then it has a connection right here. And I'm gonna be taking off, as you can see here, the backing for where the tape is to glue everything. And I'll go all along where I want to install it, and it's gonna be all set. The only complicated thing in this installation was that I had to drill a hole through the left side of the countertop to get the light strip through. After that, it was all a breeze. Alright guys, let's do a quick recap on what we've done so far in the pantry. So we've done lights, as you can see here, that looks nice and bright, and I'll show you those later with all the settings, which is really cool. And then we did the shelf extensions. For shelf extensions, we did only shelf number 2 and shelf number 3, because the first shelf right here, if I had moved it forward all the way the same as these two here, then the stuff here that's on the countertop, like our sugars and flour and rice, we wouldn't have been able to open them freely and scoop out our sugar, our flour, or rice. So that's the main reason. We did have enough space here, so all I did was put the storage bins, which have helped so much to keep things really in order. And so as you can see here, I can just put it back here. Now this one here, I want to keep it like this so that we can see it's kind of like in a U shape and I can see everything. We have also the organizer that has the steps so that I can see what's in the back and I can make better use of the space, just like this one, where it has the steps and I can use that space. And then on this side I used a bin which has oils, vinegars, all that good stuff. So shelf number 3, I have all the tablecloths. I have some of my paper towels as well. Behind the paper towels, we have some more tablecloths. The top shelf, we didn't extend it either, because it would have been the same concept as what happened down here in the first shelf. We wouldn't have been able to get up here and take out our stuff down because it would have prevented us. It would have only had this much space right here to get things out. But this right here allows me to just freely go here and pull whatever I need to pull, and I'm gonna be just fine. Alright guys, so here's a quick look at how everything is looking right now in the pantry with the shelf extensions and the light. And talking about lights, let me show you the settings on the LED light. They're super fun. And also, here's my friendly reminder to subscribe, hit all those bells and whistles so you get notifications for more videos like this. Okay, so we're starting with the 3000K, which is the warmer color that you see right there. Then we have 4500K, That's gonna be a cooler color and it's in the middle. Looks really nice too. And then we have 6000K. That one is way cooler and more blue in the light color. And you can also use the dimmer to go all the way down. It looks like it's turned off, but it's still on. It's at the very lowest. I can still see the light. So now we're gonna get it back up. And then this one too, this one's just basically using to go warmer. If you wanna go warmer, you can customize the color actually that you want. You want it more yellow, you want it a little bit more blue, and here's in the middle. Looks really nice to me. Then we have this mode, which is, I guess, daylight. It has the blue color in the light. Then we have the medium here, just like a sunset. And then we have the nighttime, which brings it a little bit lower, and it looks like it's turned off, but it's not turned off. I'm gonna be using the switch to turn it on and off. That's off, and then turns on. The only time that I'm gonna be using the control, and that's why I'm leaving it right here on top of the switch, is for when I need to change the color and the lights. I like this color. What color do you like? Let me know in the comments. Alright guys, I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't seen part 1 of the pantry makeover, go ahead and check it out because that's how it all got started. I also did a basket hack, which will get things rolling, if you know what I mean. And joking aside, we have part 3 of the pantry makeover coming up, so stay tuned. That's where I'm gonna be making the pantry doors, and it's already proven to be a challenge, so stick around because we'll get through it together. Anyways guys, I hope that you have a great day, and I hope that I can encourage you to get moving and do things for your house so that you can make your house your home.